Good morning, students. In the last two classes, we discussed the polarity of bonds. Generally, in the formation of a molecule, the atoms are linked together by the two important bonds. They are covalent bond and ionic bond. No bond is 100% ideal, covalent or ionic in nature. That means, suppose if a covalent bond is formed between the two atoms, the 100% covalent character does not exist. In addition to the covalent character, some ionic character is also present. That is, we discussed in terms of so many examples. That is, suppose if a covalent bond is formed between the two different atoms having different electronegativity, the shared pair of electrons between those two atoms is not exactly situated between those two atoms. In that case, the displacement of electron density takes place towards the most electronegative atom. As a result, that most electronegative atom getting the slightly negative charge excess, the another atom lose some negative charge so that it gets some partial positive charge. The development of the partially positive charge and negative charge on the least and most electronegative atom we call dipole. The displacement of electron density toward the most electronegative atom can be measured in terms of a factor that is dipole moment. So whichever the molecules possess more dipole moment, in that case, the displacement of electron density is more towards the more electronegative atom. That means, in addition to that, covalent character, there is some ionic character is also exist. Like that, whenever an ionic bond is formed between the two atoms, two ions, the 100% ionic character generally does not exist in most of the heteronuclear bonds. In addition to ionic character, some covalent character is also exist. In the last two classes, in addition to covalent character, some ionic character is also exist. Now we are going to discuss here, in addition to the ionic character between the two atoms, some covalent character is also exist. So that is our today topic, that is partial covalent character in ionic bonds. That is, we can finalize or summarize in the form of Poisson rules. How the ionic bond is formed? The ionic bond is defined as the electrostatic force of attraction which can hold the oppositely charged ions together. That is called as ionic bond. How these ions are formed? So these ions are formed by loss of electron and gaining of electron. Whichever it is lose the electron, generally that gets the positive charge, and whichever it is gain the electron, that is getting the negative charge. That means electron transfer takes place from one atom to the another atom. As a result, one atom gets the positive charge, another atom gets the negative charge. These positive charged species are called cations. Negatively charged species are called anions. Cation and anion held together by electrostatic force of attraction. That electrostatic force of attraction we called as ionic bond. So in between any two, cation and anion, so the 100% ionic bond does not exist. Definitely there should be some covalent character is also present. How this covalent character is exist in addition to the ionic character between the cation and anion? So generally, suppose after the formation of cation and anion, see, this is a positive ion and it is a negative ion. Whenever these two ions, cation and anion, brought together, the positive charge of the cation can distort the negative charge around the anion. So because of that distortion, the positive and negative charges becomes decreases. When the charges are decreases, that is clearly indicates the ionic character is decreases, the covalent character is increases. That means whenever the cation and anions are brought together, the positive charge of the cation can distort or disturb the electron cloud of this anion. The electron density present around the anion can be distorted by this cation. As a result, the charges present on the cation and anions are decreases, because this positive charge is neutralizes the some negative charge around this anion. When the neutralization takes place, the positive charge on the cation is decreases, the negative charge on the anion is decreases. So that is we call here distortion. So here the distortion of the negative charge around the anion, so by the which one cation, is called as polarization. So polarization means the distortion of electron cloud or electron density present around the anion by positive charge on the cation is called as polarization. Polarization. This polarization can be decided between the two cation and anion whether the ionic character is more or less. That means if polarization is small, simply polarization small means the distortion of electron cloud present around the anion is very small by the positive charge on the cation. If the cation can be distorted, the electron cloud around the anion is very small, then the positive and negative charges decreases very less. That means less charge is neutralized. Less charge is neutralized means mostly ionic character is there, very less character is present. That's why if the polarization is small, mostly the bond present between the cation and anion is ionic in nature. So more ionic character, very less covalent character. Suppose if polarization is large, means if the distortion of electron cloud present around the anion is more by the which one positive charge on the cation, then the polarization is large. More distortion takes place. More distortion means more amount of the positive charge and negative charges decreases. When more positive and negative charges decreases, nothing but more amount of the charges are neutralized. When the charge is neutralized, the ionic character is decreases, covalent character is increases. That means ionic character decreases, covalent character increases. That means in between the cation and anion, the polarization is large, mostly. So which character is favored? Covalent character is more and ionic character is less. If the polarization is small, so the bond present between the cation and anion is mostly ionic, very less covalent in character. So whether it is the bond present between the cation and anion is more ionic or less ionic, so that is depends upon the extent of polarization. So therefore, from this concept we concluded, so whenever the ionic bond is formed between the two ions, namely cation and anion, in addition to the ionic character, some covalent character is also exist. That is because of the concept, what is that? Polarization. What is mean by polarization? Polarization means the distortion of electron cloud present around the anion by the positive charge on the cation is called as polarization. That means whenever the cation and anions are brought together, the positive charge on the cation can distorted or disturbed or neutralize the electron cloud present around this anion. As a result, the positive charge and negative charge are decreases. When the charge is decreases, that is clearly indicates the ionic character is decreases, covalent character is increases. That is called as polarization. So, if that polarization is small, means the distortion of electron cloud by the cation is less. In that case, less charge is neutralized, so that mostly the bond present between the cation and anion is ionic in character. If the polarization is large, that means if the distortion is more, so the more amount of the charges are neutralized, the charges on the ions becomes less. So that is clearly indicates ionic character is decreases, increasing the favor of covalent character. So that's why the extent of polarization depends upon the two ions. Tendency. One is the tendency of cation to polarize the anion. Second one is the tendency of anion to get polarized by the cation. These are the two factors can be decided, so whether the polarization is small or large. So one is the tendency of cation to polarize the anion. If the cation is having the less tendency to polarize the ion, obviously the less charges are neutralized mostly, so the less distortion takes place, so that means polarization is small. If the cation is having the greater tendency to polarize the anion, that means the cation is having the greater tendency to distortion of the electron cloud around the anion, then so the more amount of the charges are neutralized, that will be clearly indicates polarization is large. In that case, ionic character is less, covalent character is more. Similarly, not only one cation, even the anion is also, the tendencies also will be required, so to say the polarization is small or large. What is that? If the anion is having the less tendency to polarize, the cation is always trying to polarize the anion. Suppose if the anion is not influenced by the cation, then less distortion of electron cloud takes place. When the less distortion takes place, the polarization is small. Suppose if the anion is easily influenced by the cation, that means that can easily distorted, so by the cation, then the polarization is large. So then in that case, ionic character is decreases, covalent character is increases. That's why whether the polarization takes place to a larger extent or to a smaller extent is not only depends upon any one of the ion, either cation or anion. It depends upon the two. One is cation, the tendency of cation to polarize the anion, and another one is the tendency of anion to get polarized by the cation. Even though the cation is trying to polarizing the anion, if anion is not polarized easily, in that case the polarization is small. If the cation is having the lesser tendency, to polarize the anion, so in that case also the polarization is small. If the anion can easily polarized by the cation, the polarization is very high. Suppose if the anion is having the less tendency to polarize by the cation in that one, so the polarization is small. That's why both the cations or ions having the tendency to get to polarize as well as to get polarized respectively. In that case, the polarization is large, so that the ionic character is decreases, the covalent character is increases. That's why we say simply the extent of polarization is depends upon the two ions tendency. The tendency of cation to polarize the anion, the tendency of anion to get polarized by the cations. So these two, the tendency of cation to polarize and the tendency of anion to get polarized, can be summarized in the form of a certain rules. That rules are called as Poisson rules. So what are the Poisson rules? So the two ions tendency will be influencing the polarization. That is, tendency of cation to polarize the anion and tendency of anion to get polarized by the cation. So these two are studied and summarized in the form of certain rules. That rules are called as Poisson rules. First I will say what are the four rules, and I will try to explain with certain examples. Smaller the size of the cation, greater is its polarizing power. Whichever the cation is smaller, so that is greater, it is having the greater polarizing capacity. So polarization is increases with increasing the size of the anion. That means as the size of the anion is increases, polarization is also increases. The larger the charge either on cation or anion, greater is its polarizing power. Whenever the charge is large on cation or anion, so the polarizing power is more. The cation with 18 electrons shell configuration, this is called pseudo electronic configuration, causes greater polarization than cation with 8 electron shell configuration with almost same size and charge. So whenever the two cations are having the same size and same charge almost, so whichever it is having the 18 electron shell configuration, in that is having the greater tendency to polarize compared to the another ion with 8 electrons shell configuration. So these are the four. That means smaller the size of the cation, greater is its polarizing power. Polarization increases with increase in size of the anion. Larger the charge either on cation or anion, greater is its polarizing power. Cation with the 18 electron shell configuration, polarization than cation with 8 electrons shell configuration with almost the same size and charge. Let us discuss one by one. Go to the first one. Smaller the size of the cation, greater is its polarizing power. So, why the smaller size of the cation is having the greater polarizing power? You know very well. So, whenever the size of the cation is small, the effective nuclear charge is more. That effective nuclear charge can easily distort the electron cloud of anion, because once the positive charge is increases, generally the effective nuclear charge is increases, because the number of electrons are decreases, the positive charge will be remained same. That's why in the case of the cations which are having the smaller size, the effective nuclear charge is more. That can be distorted the electron cloud around the anion in a larger extent. When the electron cloud distorted in a larger extent, then more amount of the charges are neutralized. That means the charges on the ions becomes less. That is clearly indicates increasing the covalent character, decreasing the ionic character. Polarizing power is increases means simply the charges on the cation and anions are decreases. When the charges are decreases, the ionic character is decreases, covalent character is increases. So that's why the smaller the size of the cation is always having the greater polarizing power. Let us take for example lithium chloride, LiCl, NaCl. Lithium and sodium both are belongs to the group 1 elements. Both are combined with the same anion. So here anion is common. So that we need to be concentrated on lithium and sodium. So in the lithium chloride, so the lithium is in the form of lithium plus. In the sodium chloride, sodium is in the form of Na plus. So among the lithium and sodium, so the lithium is the second member of the group 1 element. So that's why the next to lithium is sodium. So as we go down the group, generally the ionic radii or atomic radii are increases. Lithium is smaller in size, sodium is in larger in size. Whichever it is smaller in size, that is having the greater distortion power of the electron cloud present around this chloride ion. That's why the lithium is having the greater distortion power compared to which one? Sodium. Wherever the greater distortion takes place, there greater polarizing. Wherever the greater polarizing takes place, there the charges become very, very less. When charges become less, the ionic character is decreases, covalent character is increases. That's why we are giving the one statement. So generally the lithium chloride is more covalent in character than which one? Sodium chloride. You may ask the question, why the lithium chloride is more covalent in character? The reason is very simple. The lithium plus ion is having the greater polarizing power compared to the Na plus ion. That's why your mole polarization takes place. Consequently, the charges present on the lithium and chlorine becomes less. That is clearly indicates the formation of the covalent character or covalent bond increases and ionic character or ionic bond formation decreases. So that's why lithium chloride is more covalent than sodium chloride. So the conclusion, smaller the size of the cation, greater is its polarizing power. Larger the size of the cation, lesser is its polarizing power. Then comes to the second Poisson rule. What is that? Polarization increases with increase in size of the anion. So as the size of the anion is increases, the effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is decreases. When the effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is decreases means the electron cloud present in the valence shell is loosely held to the nucleus. When the electron cloud is loosely held to the nucleus, it is easy to distort it because it is not strongly under the influence of nucleus. So whenever it is not strongly under the influence of nucleus, so easily distorted. When easily distorted, that is clearly indicates more polarizing. More polarizing means what is that? Less ionic, more covalent in character. That's why as the size of the anion is increases, the effective nuclear charge on the electron cloud present in the valence shell is decreases. That electron cloud is loosely held to the nucleus so that can easily distorted by the cation. That's why the anion, whichever it is larger in size, that is undergo greater distorted or greaterly polarized by the cation. That's why the more polarizing power. So whenever the more polarizing power, more covalent character, less ionic character. For example, let us take lithium iodide, lithium bromide, lithium chloride, lithium fluoride. In all the cases, the cation is common. Only what is the difference is there? Anion is different. What are that anions? Belongs to which one? Halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So in all the cases, the iodine is in the form of I minus, bromine is in the form of Br minus, Cl minus, F minus, like this. So as we move from fluorine to iodine, so as we move from top to bottom in a group, the ionic radii is increases. Your ionic radii is increases. Which is larger in size? Iodide ion is larger in size. Whichever the anion is larger in size, it is having the greater distortion. It is undergo greater distortion. So that's why the greater polarizing power. When greater the polarizing power, so more covalent character, less ionic character. That's why among these lithium halides, lithium iodide is more covalent than lithium bromide, than lithium chloride, than lithium fluoride. That means as the size of the anion is increases, the covalent character is increases, ionic character is decreases, because the anion which is larger in size, it can easily polarized, okay, by the cation. That's why your iodide ions are more covalent in character, fluoride ions are less covalent in character, here more ionic character, here less ionic character. That is the second Poisson rule. The third Poisson rule, larger the charge either on cation or anion, greater is its polarizing power. So either the charge either on cation or anion, wherever it is. So the large value is there, greater is polarizing power. Because when the charge on the cation is increases means, so the positive charge, suppose if in the case of a cation, the positive charge is increases means, so the loss of electrons takes place. But the positive charges will be remained same from the nucleus. As the positive charges increases, the effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons increases. So effective nuclear charge is increases means it can easily distorted the electron cloud of anion. When easily distorted the electron cloud of the anion means, is it having the greater polarizing power or less polarizing power? Greater polarizing power. That's why as the charge on the cation is increases, the effective nuclear charge is increases, the increasing effective nuclear charge can easily distorted the electron cloud. That's why more polarizing power. So when more polarizing power is there, more covalent character, less ionic character. So not only on the cation, even the charge on the anion is increases. That means charge on the anion, whenever it increases, whenever we are added the electrons to the anion, the charge is increases. As the charge is increases on the anion means the electron density in the valence shell is increases, so that electron density is loosely bound to the nucleus. So that's why that whenever it is loosely bound to the nucleus, it can easily distorted. That's why as the size of the anion is increases, the electron cloud in the valence shell is increases, which is loosely bound to the nucleus. As a result, the cation can easily distorted this electron cloud where on the anion, whichever it is having the larger size. So that's why the anion which is having the larger size can easily distorted by the cation, so that more polarizing power, so more covalent in character, less ionic character. So that's why the charge present either cation or anion is increases, the distortion of electron cloud around the anion is increases, consequently covalent character is increases, ionic character is decreases. For example, let us take sodium chloride and calcium chloride, NaCl and CaCl2. So here the sodium plus Na plus and here Ca plus 2. So now here positive charge is plus 1 is there, here positive charge is plus 2 is there. As we move from sodium to calcium, the positive charge is increases. Wherever the positive charge is more, so that is having the greater tendency to distorted the electron cloud around the anion. So that's why Ca plus 2 is having the greater distortion power compared to which one? Na plus ion. That's why where more polarization takes place in the case of calcium chloride. That's why where more covalent character is there in the case of calcium chloride. That's why the calcium chloride is more covalent character than which one? Sodium chloride. So sodium chloride is more ionic in nature, calcium chloride is more covalent in nature. Here less covalent character, here less ionic character is present because of the charge as we move from sodium to calcium, the charge is what happen? Increases. Sometimes you may ask the question, so why the calcium chloride is having the low melting point than sodium chloride, even though both are having the almost same radii? The reason is very simple. So in the case of the calcium chloride, the charge present on the cation is plus 2, whereas in the sodium chloride it is plus 1. And because of the more charge present on the cation, the calcium plus 2, it has a greater tendency to distort the electron cloud present around the anion Cl minus. But here less charge is present, that's why sodium plus ion is having the less distortion power to the electron cloud present around the anion. That's why here the less distortion, here more distortion. Wherever the less distortion is there more polarization power or less polarization power, less polarization. Less polarization means more ionic in nature. More ionic in nature means all the ions are strongly bound to each other. So wherever the ions are strongly bound to each other, there we require the more amount of energy. So that's why in the case of the sodium chloride, we require the more amount of energy to evaporate the sodium chloride or melting the sodium chloride. That's why the melting point of sodium chloride is greater than the calcium chloride. So like that, some applications are there on this point. Larger the charge on either cation or anion, greater is its polarizing power. Next one, fourth one. Cation with 18 electrons shell configuration cause greater polarization than cation with 8 electron shell configuration with almost the same size and charge. Here very simple. Generally, whichever the cations are almost having the same size and same charge, but one thing is different. What is that? One cation is having the 18 electron shell configuration in their valency shell. One cation is having the 8 electron shell configuration. Among these two, the cation with the 18 electrons shell configuration causes great polarizing compared with the cation with the 8 electrons shell configuration. So what do you mean by this one? Why 18 electrons shell configuration cation is having greater polarizing power? This is I would like to explain with one example. That example is sodium chloride and copper chloride. So sodium chloride, you know, NaCl, copper chloride, that is CuCl. In both the cases, the anion is common. One is chlorine, here also chlorine. The cations are different. These two cations are almost have the same size and the charge here Na plus, here copper plus. What is the electronic configuration of sodium plus? You know very well, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. What is the configuration of copper plus? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10. So now here 8 electrons are there, here 18 electrons are there. Now in the valency shell, 18 electrons are present in the copper plus cation. Here in the valency shell, 8 electrons are present in the Na plus. This is called a noble gas configuration or inert gas configuration. This is pseudo inert gas configuration. Instead of 8 electrons, if 18 electrons are there in their valency shell, that is called pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. Now here what does he say is, according to this statement, cation with the 18 electrons shell configuration having greater polarizing power than the cation with the 8 electrons shell configuration. And among the Na plus and copper plus, which is having the greater polarizing power? Copper plus is having the greater polarizing power than which one? Na plus. Why copper plus is having the greater polarizing power than Na plus? The simple reason, we have already studied in periodicity in properties. You can observe sodium plus and copper plus. In the copper plus, in addition to the S and P subshell, D subshell is present. So the D subshell is having the poor shielding power. When poor shielding power is there, the effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is what happens? Increases. So when the effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is increases means, is it having the greater distortion power or not? Yes, because effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is increases means, this copper plus ion effective nuclear charge can easily distort the electron cloud present around this anion Cl minus. So that's why here greater polarization power takes place. But when you are observing Na plus ion, is there any D subshell is present? No. Here what are there? S and P. These are having the strong shielding power. When strong shielding power is there, effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is less. When the effective nuclear charge is less, that is having the less tendency to distort the electron cloud present around the chloride ion. Here because of the poor shielding effect of the D orbitals, okay, in the valency shell, the effective nuclear charge of copper plus ion is having the greater distortion power of electron cloud present around the chloride ion. That's why, so the copper plus ion is having the more polarizing power than Na plus ions. Copper plus ion is having the 18 electrons configuration. Wherever 18 electrons are present in their valency shell, definitely in that one the d subshell is present. The d subshell is there, poor shielding effect is coming into the picture. Then poor shielding is coming into the picture, simply effective nuclear charge on the outermost electrons is increases. That can be cause more distortion of electron cloud around the anion. As a result, more polarizing power. More polarizing power means that more covalent character, less ionic character. That's why the copper chloride is more covalent in character than sodium chloride. So, in the case of covalent character. So, whereas in the ionic character, sodium chloride is more ionic in character than which one? Copper chloride. Because copper plus ion is having the more polarizing power than which one? Na plus ion in copper chloride and sodium chloride respectively. So, these are the some important summarized rules. The rules we called here Poisson rules. Once again, smaller the size of the cation, greater is its polarizing power. Polarization increases with increase in size of the anion. Larger the charge either on cation or anion, greater is its polarizing power. Cation with the 18 electrons shell configuration cause greater polarization than cation with the 8 electrons shell configuration with almost the same size and charge. So this is about the today topic, partial covalent character in ionic bonds and Poisson rules. Here I would like to conclude the statements very simply. No bond present between the two atoms, either it's 100% ionic or covalent. In addition to ionic character, there should be some covalent character is also present. In addition to the covalent character, definitely some ionic character is also present. In the today class, we discussed how in addition to the ionic character, some covalent character is present, that is with the help of a concept polarization. When the two ions are brought together, the positive charge on the cation can distort the or neutralize the negative charge present around the anion. As a result, the charges on the both ions becomes less. That can be favor the increasing the covalent character and decreasing the ionic character. So that polarization is always depends upon the two ions. One is the tendency of cation to polarize and the tendency of anion to get polarized by the cation. So these are the two factors which are operating the polarization to say whether polarization is more or polarization is less. Simply, if polarization is more means more covalent character, less ionic character. If the polarization is less means covalent character is less, so mostly ionic character is exist. So these we are described in terms of the certain rules. That rules are called as Poisson rules. So generally, the more covalent character is favored by the smaller the size of the cation, larger the size of the anion, larger the charge on either cation or anion, cation with the 18 electrons shell configuration. So then the cation with the 8 electrons shell configuration with almost the same size and charge. These are the four factors favorable for the saying the more covalent character than the ionic character. Smaller the size of the cation, larger the size of the anion, the larger the charge either cation or anion, and the cation with the 18 electrons pseudo inert gas configuration always favors the more covalent character, less ionic character. So this is about the today's class. In the next class again we discuss some more important topics in the chemical bonding.